Although gold prices have fallen over 5% since we last spoke to our next guest, he remains bullish. Monty Guild, founder of LA-based Guild Investment Management, joins us now. Monty, thanks for being back on the show with us.
Thanks for having me, Danielle. I am enjoying it.
Well, let's talk about what we're seeing in gold right now, Monty. It's recovering a little bit this Monday. But what's your take on the Fed rate hikes? Obviously, that's really the main driver here for the metal. Would you agree?
Well, that's right. Over the intermediate term, rate hikes will have an influence. We think by the end of the year, they'll raise rates once by 0.25%. And we think that gold will be 1,400 approximately by the end of the year.
So what's really the catalyst for your $1,400 gold call? Does it have to do just with the Fed? What about the upcoming U.S. election?
Well, there are fundamental catalysts for it that I can go through, and there's also technical catalysts. Technically, gold is at the end of its corrective phase. It could have one more wave down, maybe a few bucks, but after that, in our view, it heads up technically. Fundamentally, we're bullish because of competitive devaluations of currencies around the world, because of fees on money market funds that have to be charged coming up when people are realizing that they're getting negative interest rates on their money market funds. They're going to have to raise fees on the funds to handle that, because there could be world trade issues coming up no matter who is elected in the United States, because wars in the Middle East now appear possible, and because inflationary trends are developing, not so much in the US because we have a rising currency, but in many of these countries whose currencies are falling, inflation is developing and people will buy gold.
Now, what are you seeing on the investment demand front? Are investors taking advantage of these lower gold prices right now?
I think so, especially in Asia. India and China continue to buy gold. Maybe not at the rate they once were, but they're continuing to buy gold now that their currencies are falling, especially in China. They're going to want more gold. India is just buying because it's the wedding season in September, October, and November.
Now, when we last spoke, I know you mentioned you could see gold hit 1,900 and silver $25 an ounce. Are you sticking to these forecasts? And if so, in what time frame could we see this happen?
Well, that's the hard part. I don't know if it's 2 years or 4 years, but sometime in the not so distant future, we will see gold and silver substantially higher, oil as well.
So very bullish forecast here, Monty.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for Kitco's Gold Report this Monday.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Monty. And thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.